It's kind of funny. You felt like you were more opinionated Korea than Japan. Welcome, guys, to the season 2 of the Stout and Lager podcast. I am your host, Lager, and this is Stout
That's me.
as you, and something special about
What's
besides
special today? What are we
well,
doing today?
we're actually doing our first ever in person podcast, and it's the first time I'm seeing Stout in a while.
Well, technically, you saw me for the first time like 2 weeks ago,
But in this universe,
yes, in the Stout and Lager universe.
and that's how our universe, and it's so cool that I don't know. There's like, it's. Do you feel it's weird seeing me while we talk? Are you doing it?
You get to see me open it.
Okay, yeah. I get to at least. You past me.
Would you say? Do I feel weird doing this?
Yeah, it's looking at me while
Yes.
we're doing
Looking
it.
at you while I'm talking is a little weird.
Yeah,
But
well,
cheers.
cheers.
What are we doing today? What's so special? So we're together for this episode, and we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be talking about the wedding that happened and the honeymoon, and for the festivities of it, we're doing a Japanese beer and a South Korean beer because
South Korean, yeah.
Sour and I went to Japan and South Korea for our honeymoon.
Yeah, and honeymoon. You guys got married, right? You guys finally tied the knot after
We
what?
did.
9 years?
Seven.
7 years. I need that.
Did you write that in your speech?
I said almost a decade.
Oh, you generalized it?
Yeah, I just coast through it. 'Cause, dude, that speech was nerve wracking. But no, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm. That was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and I know you guys were very nervous people during it when I saw you guys.
Yeah, it was super hectic.
And dude, oh yeah, I haven't drink yet.
This dude forgot half of the podcast. That's pretty good.
It's actually, I was actually very surprised about Kirin because I don't know. I thought it tasted like Asahi. It was very front bitter, but I didn't. I forgot that it's like a malty.
Yeah, it's. I feel like. Well, I mean, acai is like in the name. It has super dry. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
at least the ones that I saw over there said that. So I'm assuming that one's just more of like a dry beer.
Okay. And this
yeah.
one has more malt into it.
This one's definitely fire. Yeah, it's Japan's
Yeah.
premier beer.
Yeah,
Or
100%.
Kirin premier beer. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but continue. So yeah, we'll talk more about Kirin later on, like you guys know. But for the wedding, man, that was kind of crazy. It was hectic during the morning, and it got to a place where everything's we started resting, right when we started getting together.
I mean, there was a lot that happened. So before we got to the wedding, Sour's family, Sour's mom came first, and we did a lot of like the preparation, and then, like couple of days before the wedding, all the family started flying in. You flew in, friends started flying in, so it started getting like super real.
But
Then the morning of, technically, I guess the night before, we had our little adventure where we prepared stuff and went to sleep like at 2. But the morning of, we went to pick up some stuff. And
that was wild. That was wild.
Me being the bot that I am, my wallet fell out of my pocket while we were picking up stuff. So
and we didn't
freaked out for a little bit.
We wouldn't have known until like we checked, or you checked your pockets as we went to like Krispy Kreme pick up no donuts.
Yeah.
And thank God that the Krispy Kreme was that we weren't already over there. Yeah. Oh, that was people. I have to say, that was dropping the pin.
Yeah, drop the cap. Rip.
It's capping. That's where it comes from. No, but it's kind of crazy. Yeah, and we had to drive back. You got even more stress. It was all until like we got to the dressing room. I feel like you really started calming down. But after that, it was super fun. I think a lot of people had fun at your wedding. Yeah,
I hope so.
Your brother-in-law officiated. He was pretty cool.
Yeah, he did a really good job. I think everything, it was like a little chaotic and a little like messy, but I kind of like that. It was just nice. I had a good time, and I hope that everyone that went did have a good time.
And
It was kind of a little crazy that we went through Handle and 750 in like an hour at the cocktail
really,
hour. Yeah, the cocktail hour. We bought a bunch of
you said we, but we didn't drink that
yeah.
because
It was the cocktail. The people who were at the cocktail
who's the
hour.
guest? You know who you are.
Oh God, well, no, but we bought like a bunch of beer and a decent amount of alcohol, but we
Yeah.
ended up not going through like any of the beer, and we went through like all of the
No.
alcohol pretty much.
Yeah.
So
I think maybe I don't know. Beers usually, so for me, it does refresh me at times. But when you know when you're dancing all over the place, I think you need some juice, some liquor, and then and so that's my reasoning why probably because like I tried to drink your beer, the one that Gab made last episode, which is quite a throwback. You know, 'cause you said that I was gonna drink it in the wedding. I did.
and now we're here after.
I can give you. I give you my rating.
Yeah.
I give it a good 9. Stout and sour's kiss out of
Oh, God,
10.
there we too many people saw us kissing on that wedding day.
Yeah, it was hot.
Gross.
No, it wasn't. It was cute. It was cute. The thing is, like, seeing us kiss definitely made me remind me of my parents' kiss. Whenever, like, I don't know, the kids, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, it's like when I was like, I don't know, interested in them seeing them kiss because like, you never see them PTA. It's like, are you really together or I don't know?
Yeah.
And
Like that was a very common theme at the wedding. Everyone was like, "What? They're kissing?" Or like, "Oh, like a bunch of people said like this is the first time I've seen them kiss."
I
Which
think
is
I actually
weird.
don't remember if that was my first time seeing you kiss.
I think you've seen this kiss before. Not much though. I think you're probably like one of the people who have seen
Yeah.
this kiss once or twice.
I've seen the forbidden sight. No, but it definitely how you guys felt that it kept being brought back in all the speeches kind of thing, or like how you feel about that?
I felt like it just kind of spoke to our relationship.
Yeah.
It didn't really bother me. I
Yeah.
felt like it was just more so funny.
Oh, I look, was so nervous just to give you the ring
Oh yeah.
to the fish and to your brother-in-law.
I fumbled.
I almost fumbled. Like I legitimately, guys, I was practicing in the dressing room with some sleep with the brother-in-law. What would you call him?
I don't know. He doesn't drink anymore.
Agua.
Yep. Water. Let's go.
No, your brother-in-law. Yeah. And I like practicing because I didn't want to like be fiddle with my pocket while giving it to him. And then but yeah, but it was so much fun. I feel like it was kind of crazy how much of a blur it was. The whole event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. They say that like your wedding day passes by in the blink of an eye, and it really felt like that.
And you don't think that's because of the alcohol?
No, because we didn't start drinking. I didn't drink until like we took when we did our vows, we did private vows. When we did that, we took a shot of tequila back to back. But
Yeah.
besides that, I didn't start drinking until after the ceremony,
Yeah.
which was like at 3:30, almost 4.
4:30.
We got there like at 10.
The ceremony
So
or the cocktail hour, or you guys got back a cocktail or reception? I can't remember.
What?
When you guys got back from photos,
The reception.
reception, right?
Well, we had like a little bit of time after the ceremony for pictures, and then we talked to people, and then I think we went to take more pictures, and then we walked over.
Were you like? Do you had any fears of anybody making a scene?
I honestly thought I was gonna fall.
You fall?
Oh, Tower was gonna fall.
Oh, I was gonna fall. I almost fell. You saw me?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
When you were walking, like up the first time.
No. This was in the reception. And they started playing. I don't know why it was merengue, bachata, something or salsa, and I started dancing with your mom. And I don't know what happened. Anyway, at this point, I wasn't even that. Like, it was the start of the thing, so I only really had 2 drinks, really. It was just like I missed my steps, and I almost fell. But then I say almost because I literally kept going in a circle until like I regained my balance and I got up, or not got up, but like I went back up because I was crab walking in a circle around your mom to get back up, and then Soju told me she did not have a good time, and I was like, okay, I know because it really wasn't. At least it didn't fall. At least the worst occasion didn't happen. But and then what was really funny was middle of the night. You told me to go to the bathroom, and I follow you into the bathroom. It sounds weird, and you show me your ripped pants.
Oh yeah, I remember.
and that was wild.
I was like, damn, where is this gonna go? Because like I remember most of the wedding, but like it's already been a couple of weeks from
It's
and
been weeks since.
like it was just like a blur. So I was like, what happened here? Am I gonna hear this for the first time? But no,
No,
I remember that.
no, that was wild, dude. It was fun.
Yeah, fucking those pants pissed me off.
No, it cost you like what, $75?
Yeah, it's not as bad as
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be 200. So I was gonna be
Ah,
upset
200
about
would be
that.
too much though for pants.
200 would basically be me paying for like pants and
Another
not
suit.
getting them.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I
But
mean, how much did your suit cost? It was like what?
like one something.
That's like yeah, I think
150,
that's like
160.
good for like rentals.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah. We got
Yeah.
married. I'm a married man
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I've been looking at my ring on my hand. It feels weird.
You're officially stout sour.
Yep. Now I'm
Mm.
Mr. Stout and she's Mrs. Sour.
This is sour. Yeah,
I'm
Mr.
RS, not Miss.
Yeah. I mean, we were always Mister, but I think you feel more Mister now that you actually have a wife.
Yeah.
You know? It's so funny, like seeing your face while talking. Like,
Yeah, this is weird.
it's
I'm
weird,
like,
right?
I'm like avoiding looking at you because I don't feel comfortable doing it.
Why? We don't look. Do you not look at me when we talk usually?
When we're recording, usually I have a lot of stuff open, so I have
mean,
like
of course.
notes and
But not during the
websites.
recording.
So usually I don't really look at I'm not looking at the Discord.
Yeah.
I think for the first couple of weeks I did have the Discord open because I recorded it, but now that we don't use it, I don't really look at Discord. But yeah,
To be fair, like I think every time I see you, ever since starting the podcast, it always feels weird seeing your face.
yeah, it was
Because
like a year or so between the last time we saw each other.
well, the bachelor trip.
Oh, but before that was a while, no?
Before that, it was a while.
So yeah, we saw each other. The first time was
I think the
2 weeks ago.
last time we saw each other was either the Bad Bunny concert.
September to May. 4 months? No, 3 months. 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. Quick
4
math.
months, yeah.
And then from May to wasn't it like
September.
September?
4 months. 4 months.
Oh, I guess every September and May we see each other.
I guess so. I mean, yeah, because last time was concert.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's always so weird because it's like I don't know, we really don't see each other. We don't turn our cameras on, and hey, I had such fun. People have fun in the wedding.
It was a good time.
Time.
But what have you been up to in the weeks after?
So for everyone that didn't know, I stayed with Stout and Sour's place. Take care of their cat. Do we bleep their cat name?
No, you could. I mean, it's a place. She's
Nah.
she's not gonna get DDoS.
He does.
Or docs. That's the word I was looking for.
Docs, yeah. Nairobi, and yeah, it was cool. I chilled in your city. The city is nice, and it's starting to get chilly.
What's the city?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Seattle. Down.
Or Seattleites.
Seattleites, yeah. And no, yeah, it's really nice. It's really cold. So like, I mainly stay inside because I don't know. I just wanted to like be all in the blankets, and then I got to hang out with Soju and Absence. I still think that's not a good name.
We have to find better one for her then.
Yeah, a little bit, but like, yeah, like, it was fun hanging out with our. Well, I guess your friends.
I mean, we're all the same friend group.
I know, but you guys are hanging out. I felt like, I'm getting to join into the I don't know the Seattle gang.
Feel cool.
Hang out.
Feel cool being in Seattle.
I don't know. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. My mom listens to this, but no, it was fun. And then, well, because you guys went to your honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
Yeah. You spent the 2 weeks cat sitting and chilling in Seattle.
cat sitting is fun because it let me take naps with Nairobi. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah. During the honeymoon, he was sending us a lot of pictures, which was great. But we
Yeah,
felt
but
like parents when they're away from their children for the first time. Because we've been away from her, but this was a long time.
two
The pictures
weeks.
are nice.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
The thing is, you immediately ask for them the first day.
yeah, bro. I need to see my nana. And you said, as you said, you figured out your place with her. You're her napping buddy.
Essentially, it really is because cats are always gonna be different. Some are more tolerable than others. Some prefer specific touches. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
depending how close you are, and I think it was just using me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice being used. I would sometimes wake up with her on my legs, like in the morning. That was nice, but it was annoying a little bit because then I was forced to keep my legs a certain way. Now
Yeah.
I got sore.
She really likes when she cuddles with you. When she cuddles with me, she just sits on me. She plops on me. She loafs on me. But when she cuddles with Sour, she'll sometimes do that. But she'll also sometimes like lay next to her, or like lay and put her legs on her arm. So I don't know. Maybe she just plops on guys. But
I got the Winds of War though.
oh yeah,
Since trying first time I tried pet her, she bit me, but that's classic cats.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
she's scarred all of our friends at this point.
Yeah. After that, I think I told you guys, I literally just let her smell my hand and then peace out. 'Cause I don't want to touch. I don't know. I don't want to tempt fate. But we'll see. All right.
So speaking of the honeymoon, we already mentioned it a couple of times. But like I said, Sour and I went to Japan and South Korea, and it was a blast. In Japan, we went to Kyoto and Tokyo. So we hit two cities up. Let me open my beer. We're sipping on that Kirin that's giving me nostalgia. It's crazy to think that it was already 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Makes me feel depressed. I don't want to be working. But
That was actually kind of interesting experience, but yeah,
here we are.
here we are.
But yeah, so the first 2 days we went to Kyoto. So we when we got there, we rode the train, the Shinkansen, the bullet train to Kyoto, and we got there super early. We got there like at 4 in the morning, so it was a super long day the first day. So the first day when we got to Kyoto, we went to 7-Eleven. That was our first stop.
Yeah.
And we got some onigiris. Sour got the egg sandwiches that they have there. It was pretty solid. But then after that, we just went to a bunch of the different like temples and castles that they had there. So we went to the Golden Pavilion, the King Kakuji, Nijo Castle, and Kiyomizu Dera Temple. So we did all of that stuff, and then we went to like some of the streets where they had like vendors and stuff.
Yeah.
Nishiki Market and Ninaka. I don't know.
Oh
They're
yeah.
hard.
So there'll be a segment of a lot of misspelled words.
Probably.
Please forgive us.
Yeah, but the first day was like super busy.
Yeah.
We just went to a bunch of temples, and then we didn't really eat that much in Japan. I feel like we ate a lot more in South Korea, but that was the first day. The second day we went to the bamboo grove. So excuse me. So we went to Arashiyama. That's what it's called. So we went around there. We went to some temples. We got some food there, and
foods.
we explored. We got in there we got 2 croquettes. We got a beef croqueta, and we got a cheese one. They're pretty good. And then after that, we walked around and we went to the monkey forest, monkey park.
Monkey see, monkey do, right?
It was pretty cool.
Wait, that's where monkeys are?
Yeah, that's the place where their monkeys just walk around and like
You're in the people.
You're in the like closed room. Like if you want to feed them, you can feed them. You have to go inside like a little building, and then they sit on the outside and you feed them. It was pretty cool.
That's scary.
But it was chilling. And then when we got to the top, it started raining. So when we were walking down, it was raining a little bit, and because of that, Sour and I both fell. We both fell down the stairs. Paint that picture in your head. It was pretty embarrassing.
And your butts?
Yeah, we got laughed at by a bunch of little Asian kids. But yeah, that was the second day in Kyoto, and then we went to the market after that. the Nishiki market because we went on the first day, but we went a little late, so a lot of the stuff was already closed. So we went around like 2 or 3 this time. And we got some snacks. We got 100 yen sake shots, which was pretty cool.
That's crazy.
And then after that, we went to an omakase, which was really good. For those who don't know, an omakase is where they make the sushi in front of you. It was like
Oh, that's where they are.
yeah, it's like a bunch of different courses. They made us some tuna. They made us sea urchin, bunch of different stuff. It was pretty good. But yeah, that was the first 2 days. We went to Kyoto, and then after we walked home. One of the days, I don't remember when it was. We were walking by and we walked by the street, and there was a bunch of women. What was it? I don't remember what it was called. It was like a women club or something or something. I was like, is this strip clubs? Like what is this?
What is it? Were the women's women? When you looked at the women, what were the dresses at? Like,
Oh, I mean, it just said like on the thing. I don't think it was open yet.
oh, women's club,
But
like
it said
women's
stuff
club?
like that. I don't remember what exactly it said, but I was like, what is this?
To be fair, there are places like over there in Japan that like are like essentially like what strip clubs are ish, but for girls, and it's like pretty boy bars where they pay for drinks to interact with pretty boys, and they tell you the pretty boys tell them how desirable they are. It's like a whole thing, and it's kind of weird, like because they essentially become baby mom, no, the sugar mamas for these pretty boys, and that's how.
That's funny.
And it's just like a, I don't know, not a common thing, but like it's a thing that like, like since there's so many pretty boys, I guess over there, yeah, they do that. Like it's like so it's not just guys that would go to make cafes. There's places like that for older women.
Interesting. I did not know.
I don't know where it was called. I'll look it up, but continue.
Yeah, so that was the first 2 days. We went to Kyoto, and then the third day we woke up a little later because we were waking up like at 6 and 7 every day and going
Yeah.
out having like super full days. The third day we took it a little bit more chill. We woke up, kind of packed everything, make sure we were good to go. We left the. Actually, I don't think we did. I was gonna say we left the luggage, but we didn't. But we went to get breakfast, get some food. And then we rode the Shinkansen to Tokyo. We
Yeah.
stayed in Tokyo. We stayed in Shinjuku. So we got off at the Shinjuku station and realized we were actually supposed to stay on for another one. So then we got back on the train and got to our station, and then we went to the Airbnb. And then this was like around like midday. We left
Yeah.
really early because checkout was like at like 10 or 11. So we got to the Shinjuku at like 1 or 2. So we got to the hotel. We figured where we were gonna go for Wagyu because we wanted to get Wagyu
Oh yeah.
at some point. So we booked that, and then we went out and we just pretty much drank all day, drank and ate at the izakaya streets.
Hell yeah.
So in Shinjuku, we went to Golden Guy and Omoide Yokocho.
Yokoso.
Yeah, so we went to the Omoide first, and that one was more of what I thought it would be. It was like 2 main streets, and there was a
Two main
lot of like
streets.
little izakaya shops.
Yeah.
And then
What time was this?
this was around like 3 or 4 or
3 or
5.
4. Do you guys see any like of the salarymen coming after work, like drink their, I don't know, woes away?
I don't think I saw that as much in Tokyo. I felt like I saw that more in South Korea. I don't know if they
South Korea?
have like salarymen there too, but I'll get to that later.
Sure, yeah. It's just
But-
yeah, because like I know in animes I always see like all the animes are about like that. It's about workplace and like people are like at that drinking age.
Mhm.
It's almost always they always go to drink after work, and like they grab a pint of beer, like, and they crap at their work.
I feel like Asian culture has a very big, like drinking is a very big part of it. From what I saw, I feel like everywhere I went, like
Yeah.
people were drinking. But yeah, so that was the first day in Tokyo in Shinjuku. We went to the izakaya street, and then we went to one place. We got 2 skewers and a beer. Then we went to the one next to it. We got some sushi. We got like a sort of nigiri. One was like salmon,
Oof,
one was
I
tuna, and
I
one
love
was
nigiri.
random fish.
That's something I wanted to actually point out in Seattle. I had the king salmon nigiri,
It's good.
and holy, damn, that was an orgasm in my mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say something that I noticed was I feel like Seattle has a very good scene for sushi. So I don't think that the sushi was like
That much.
that much more better.
Really?
That much more better. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but it was still better than the sushi here. I think the thing that I noticed or that we noticed more was that instead of it being like super super high tier compared to like
Yeah.
where we came from,
Yeah.
the motherland, kind of. But so I feel like everywhere that we went to just had really solid sushi. No
Yeah.
matter if it was like a sushi place, no matter if it was like
Yeah.
omakase or like a izakaya that had like
Yeah.
random fish that they put on nigiris and stuff. So we went to a couple of different places.
How much was it, by the way? Like the nigiris and the sushis and stuff like that. Like
They
compared
were
to
like,
Seattle, though.
I mean, they were pretty cheap. I think it was like 1,000 yen for like a 3-piece. I don't remember how much
Three-piece
that is.
nigiri?
Yeah,
1,000 yen. I feel like that's like $10.
I don't know. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't that expensive. It was like a couple of bucks.
$6.
Yeah, I think that was about.
Which that's a steal.
Yeah. So
King Simon was $10 for 2 pieces.
yeah, I've noticed that everything here is a lot more expensive. Obviously.
Yeah. The thing is, it's funny because I was thinking, like, because the girl telling me like the prices and stuff. Like, I guess in some ways that does counteract a little bit, right? The big span of the flight, right? Like at least food, not it's a little less like cheap, right? It's more cheap a little bit, but like I was thinking like. Because usually when we think about traveling, it's always a thing. Everything adds up, but it's nice to like at least the food and drinks were not that much compared to at least a trip within the U.S. I guess.
Yeah.
Because
It's pretty chill. Yeah, that was the in Shinjuku. We went to that first place, and then went to Golden Guy, and I thought Golden Guy was gonna be more lit, but Golden Guy was like, it was like a lot of bars. It wasn't as much izakaya, so I wasn't really too
like
fond of that.
you want more of the food.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted like the little like counters that has the chef behind, and it has like 4 or 5 seats, and you sit and you talk. Like in the first place, we sat at a place and we did that. And we talked to this Japanese, well, two Japanese people, but one of them, like the cook was talking to us. The person that was sitting there was talking to us. But then in the second one, we went too early. We went around like 5. I think they opened at like 5, 6 or 7. So we were just walking around, but everything was closed. So then we were gonna walk back towards the other izakaya street, or just like explore. I don't know. I don't remember what we had planned there. But when we went back towards like where we came from, there was this little like whiskey bar that had had this one like white dude, and the owner, which was like this nice Japanese guy. He was like, come in, and then the dude that was in there was like, yeah, come in, it's fun in here. And we were like, we walked past it, and I looked at Sour, and she looked at me. We were like, should we go in? And we're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go in.
Yeah,
so we went in.
Let fate decide.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what we had like a plan. Like we had stuff planned, and we did the stuff that we had planned. But for like the izakaya streets, I just wrote down the streets, and we just found where we wanted to go. I didn't want to have like
a super concrete one.
Long itinerary where we couldn't explore.
So what ended up happening here?
So there we were talking to the dude. He was Canadian. Pretty nice dude. So we got 2 whiskeys.
Whiskey whiskey sour?
No, just neat.
Neat, really.
There was 2 Japanese whiskeys. It was a single malt whiskey. I ended up buying one of them because not from there, but when I went to the airport, I wanted to buy it because I wanted to have it because it was really nice. But we ended up talking. We told him that we're on our honeymoon. He bought us a drink. It was pretty nice.
Hey, they ride that card, I guess. Yeah. First year.
It was nice. And then these other people passed by, and then they came in as well. And there were like 2 people from California, and they were talking. We were talking with them. We talked about One Piece, anime, spread the gospel, and convinced him. Sour spread the gospel and convinced him to give One Piece another chance, because he said he watched it and he was like, I just didn't like it. And then we were like, how much did you watch? He was like 2 episodes, and we were like, oh, you need to watch more than that.
Yeah, you had to make it to Arlong Park at the very least.
Yeah,
or Baratier. I think those are the 2.
Yeah,
2 things.
You just gotta put in some time. I feel like the first like blue what is it?
East Blue
Saga is like okay. And the more you watch it, it just gets better and better.
The thing is, for me, I will always remember that East Blue Saga. Like it's like Baratier and Arlong Park were just like the ones like glued to the screen. You know, it's just like, and of course, you know, so that's awesome. Yes, was this the two guys?
No, this is another one.
Okay.
Yeah. So there
that's cool though.
That was at the Omakase.
Omakase, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can mention that too. In the Omakase sour, we were talking to this other two guys that were from California as well.
That's funny.
One was in like a little bit older dude, and the other guy was like just another guy who looked a little bit younger than the other dude.
Just
we were just talking to them, and then Sour's like, "Oh, like how do you know each other?" Blah blah blah. And then he said something, and I guess he thought he said like that was his stepfather or something. So he's like, "Oh, is that your stepdad?" And he's like, "No, it's my partner." And it was really awkward.
And like Sour got, ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward.
No, I'll be having a laugh. You know,
Yeah,
it's like that with like I don't know because they clearly got a lot of that, right? Yeah, so it's like they're used to it.
He was like, we get that a lot, but yeah. So that was Golden Guy. We got to the whiskey thing, and then after that we left, and I don't remember what we did first, but we went to karaoke and we also went to get food. I think we got food first.
Yeah.
So we were just walking around. We were trying to find some katsu. Oh man, we're really out of practice. Sour wanted to try a katsu place, so we went to this katsu place and we shared a plate, and it was super good. And then after that, we went to karaoke, and we spent the first like 20 minutes of karaoke trying to figure out how to figure out it. But
I find it funny that you guys ended up. Well, I don't know. Did you try to find anime songs?
Yeah, I mean,
I
tried to,
you did, right?
But it was all in Japanese at first, and I was like, I know some of it, but once the letter, like the hiragana or the katakana, combine into like a big thing, I don't know how to do that.
No, dude. I wonder if you could have put in romanji, right? It's like which is just like the sounds and stuff, and like you know, romance. Yeah, so it's like romanticized.
I don't know.
That's how me and my brother try to sing some opening songs. Like we find the videos that has the romanji lyrics, and we just like go like.
Oh, it's quick. It's quick too.
It's also quick. It's actually because it's not natural. It's not your natural.
I think I needed the romanji one because it was like way too quick. Yeah, then we did karaoke, and then I think after that, I don't remember what we did after. I think we might have gone to like a couple more izakayas or something, but then we went back, and then the day after that, we went to Taito City.
Taito City.
Excuse me. There we go. Love that. Anyways, went to Taito. Even Siri's telling me that it's okay.
This is not okay.
But we went to Sensoji, which is a temple. We went to Ueno Park. And in the park, we there was like a random festival happening, which was pretty cool. And they had a bunch of beers, a bunch of food. And I saw that they had the fish on like a skewer. Oh, it's like an anime where it's just like a whole fish and it's just like salted and like grilled. And I found that super cool because I did not think that it was. Oh, I didn't get one, but it looked cool.
Why didn't you?
We were just drinking at that point.
Dude, you could always eat something.
I think that morning we had some katsu as well.
You guys never felt hangover, by the way?
No. I think that it like the whole time because we mainly drink beer and like that there was this like Japanese maybe. Like liquor that was is it shochu?
Shochu.
It was like SHOCHU.
Shochu. Okay,
yeah, I don't know what it is if it's comparable to like Korean soju, but most of the liquor over there, most of what they drink isn't really strong drinks. So they drink a lot and they don't like when we woke up, I felt fine. Like I felt maybe a little bit hungover like one day, but that was more so in like South Korea because we drink a lot more there.
I mean, it's 25%.
I don't know.
Which is, I guess that is similar to soju actually.
Yeah.
I think.
Some sojus are pretty strong. Yeah, so we that was Taito City. We went to the park. We walked around. Then we went to the Ameyoko shopping district. We got some Japanese sweets. Sour was on the lookout for some pants or some shorts because it was really really hot in Japan, and we
that's also wild. Why is that?
I don't know. I know that it gets really hot in the summer. I guess that people said that this time is like when
It
The
starts
summer's
switching.
ending and it starts to get nicer.
Yeah, because here in Seattle it was cold. It was chilly.
Yeah, dude.
It quickly became chilly. Like there's no days that were hot. I feel like yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
In the shopping district, we just walked around. And we went to Uniqlo, and we didn't really find anything the first time, but then we ended up going to another Uniqlo on the last day, which I'll go over in a second. Yeah, so we walked around, and then after that, we went to Akihabara, which is the anime and manga like area. It's
Yeah.
Akihabara Electric District or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And some fun facts on that. So it's actually called that because it used to be like a place where there was like a bunch of like electronic stores. So like Toshiba, all like the companies that were I feel like a lot of tech companies or like monitors, Sony, like a lot of tech used to be not used to be, but it's like in Japan.
Oh, was it like maybe 80s, 90s?
Yeah, it was around then, and then it switched to anime and manga. So we went to a bunch of different manga stores. We were getting gifts, getting stuff, and we went to one of the stores, and we went to the DVDs because we went into the manga place and we are like, all right, or the anime place and we're like, let's explore. So we went up into an elevator because there's 3 stores.
It's just funny, like there's all buildings.
Yeah, it was a super small elevator, and then we got into it with this Japanese guy, and then he went to the DVD section. So we were like, oh, I guess we're going to the DVD section. So we came out and we saw the little area that's behind the curtains. Oh, I low-key went in there.
Oh, the X-rated one.
I was being nosy. It was pretty funny. It was just DVDs though. It wasn't anything too crazy.
Like the I want to say some of the pictures weren't that crazy, right?
It wasn't anything too crazy, but we went there and then we went to another one, and this one seemed a lot more crazy because there was like 8 floors or like 5 floors, and the first floor was like PG, and then all the other ones were not. Yeah. And when we looked at the elevator, it said like one of them was like a voyeur floor, one of them was like a masochist. I was like, what the fuck? Like, we should have gone up there, but we didn't. Even on the PG floor, when we walked to the very end, there was just a bunch of fleshlights and stuff, and I was like, wow, I was not expecting that because there's like anime stuff, cutesy little things, and then we got to the very back, and there was just a bunch of fleshlights, and vibrators, and I was like, wow, they just have this out and about. Yeah.
It's like the whole Spencer's
pretty much
back.
Yeah, but it wasn't like Spencer's is in the very back. I guess it was in the very back too, but I don't know. This was very big of an abrupt shift. I feel like Spencer's kind of has that vibe going out through the whole store.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that, and then that was pretty much it that day. I think we went back to the apartment. We were like chilling, and then the last day in Japan, we went to Shibuya. And it was pretty cool because I was reading manga throughout, and then when I was reading, I think it was JJ.
Oh, no, on your phone, on your phone, right?
Ghoul. Yeah, and they mentioned the Shibuya station. I was like, oh, I was just there, but went to Shibuya station. We got there early, and we went to a bunch of different streets. Pretty much went to the they have a shopping district that has the Pokemon Training Center and Nintendo Tokyo. They also had a jump store, Shonen Jump store, nice, where there was One Piece stuff, there was JJK, a bunch of stuff. It was pretty cool. And then we went to Takeshita Street, or Takeshita Street, I don't know, Koen-dori, Center Guy. We went to like a bunch of like the shopping districts. There's where we got a bunch of stuff. We went to, what's it called? We went to American Eagle actually, which is kind of funny.
That's so fun too. That's funny.
I got a pair of shorts. I got 2 button-ups and 2 t-shirts.
Nice.
Sour. I don't remember if she got anything. I think she got like 1 or 2 things at American Eagle. Not much.
Not much.
And then we went from there. We went to get a Japanese cheesecake.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was pretty good. And then we went to Yoyogi Park. There's a park that was close by.
Yoyogi.
We went there and we ate our cheesecake. It was pretty cool. I think
romantic
they ended up
romantic.
Another festival while we were there.
Of what? I
don't know. They just had a lot of festivals. One of them said it was like I think it was like a fall festival or something. I don't know, but like they were really cute. It was really cute seeing that. And then from Yoyogi Park, we went to one of the places. I don't remember what it was called. It was either, I think it might have been Takeshita Street. I think Center Guy and Koen-dori were close to each other. And then we went to Takashita Street, and there we went to Uniqlo again. And there's where I got a bunch of anime shirts. Sour got a bunch of work clothes.
Work clothes.
Yeah. The clothes there was pretty cheap. I got like an anime T-shirt for like $10.
Oh, is it more clothes?
Yeah, it was more clothes.
Oh, I heard work clothes.
Oh no, I mean she got some work clothes too, but
Okay.
it was like more so just like T-shirts and stuff, and then like sweatshirts that she could use for work. But
That'd be funny that you guys mentioned like, how Flower for like where you guys were underdressed.
Oh yeah,
compared to the
in
people
Tokyo,
in Japan.
in
That was
Tokyo,
funny.
just in Japan in general, I feel like everyone was just super nicely dressed. But in Tokyo, it was like crazy. Like the locals are walking around in like full fit, looking
Full
like
fit?
models.
I think I like that. I feel like I sometimes kind of wish I could be like that. Like have a sweater. Literally they do either sweaters on their thing, wear big t-shirts,
Yeah, they definitely know how to style themselves there.
accessories, some chain, and like I just think I would love to do that more. I think crazy. So yeah. So what about what were some observations you made about Japan culture that you weren't aware of, or like that you were surprised by?
I don't think I was surprised by anything. I feel like everything that what they say is kind of true. Like everyone was super nice.
Yeah, looked at.
Yeah, I did notice that they kind of stared sometimes, but I feel like they kind of stared at Sour more just because she's a little darker. But
Yes.
I don't think it was malicious. I think it was just more so like you're different.
The thing I would say, because Japan, everyone says like that their main industry is like tourism. Because like when you explain it, like at this point, people know how their races look like.
Yeah, but I mean, some people don't.
So it's yeah.
Yeah, so there was that, and yeah, I just felt like everyone was really hospitable.
That's good.
It was good.
That's good.
And the last two things. So for when we were in Shibuya, we went to the Wagyu.
Oh, the
Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Wagyu place. It was all you can drink as well. And if you ever are in there in Tokyo, they have a couple of different ones, but it was super fire. I would definitely recommend it. Wagyu was super good, and the drink package was super good. Then after that, we went to Shibuya Sky, which is I think probably the best thing that I did the whole trip. Or that we did the whole trip. It was like 230 meters up. It was a super tall building, and we just saw like all of like the night light or all of the lights in Tokyo, and you got to see like the Scramble Crossing. Like it was just a really nice place to just go up and look. And I felt like it was nice because it was like our last thing in Japan. We were just like sitting there, just like chilling. There's like a general admission where you can just go up there and just kind of take pictures and stand. And there was like one that was like not really that much more, and you got to like sit on you got to sit on like a bench.
Yeah.
They give you 2 drinks and a snack per person. So we ended up getting that one, and we just chilled up there.
Nice.
But it was good. It was good. It
was romantic?
It was pretty nice. That was Japan, and like I don't know how many minutes it's been, but in a nutshell,
it was
a really good time.
And dude, I'm happy that you got to experience that because it sounds like I would say a once in a lifetime experience, but man, it's something that you don't get to see like long time, you know. And we're very weebs, so like it sounds so exciting to hear. You guys experience Japan.
Yeah, I think that another observation that I had was like I feel like I genuinely thought that I was gonna be like completely shocked, like culture shock, like freaking out the whole time. But I feel like I don't know, maybe we're more open minded than I thought we were, because like for the most part I didn't really feel too culture shocked.
See, I feel like if people get culture shock from either some of their foods, and then maybe I don't know some of the otaku culture that that's in the Akihabara. To be fair, the thing is there's even more niche stuff. Apparently, to be fair, like I watch a lot of the Sea Dog VA videos, and he does some weird shit. Like he really explores the weird niche stuff that Japan has. And he does like. He went on a muscle girl bar. He went as those host club bars, and I think that really shocks people. But I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it's actually I feel like it's not that different, right? It's like it's better Subway. People are much nicer, much cleaner.
Yeah, it
Um,
was a lot cleaner.
more cleaner, yeah, right. The vending machines, right, like are like
They're
almost out of this
everywhere.
world,
That was pretty
everywhere.
cool.
Yeah, and then I just love that 7-Eleven is like actually a good, nice place to get food,
Mhm.
ish. But yeah, and like I that sounds so cool. Like even the convenience stores are like have some pretty good food. You know, it's like I would love to go someday as well. Maybe next time you go, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll
We could
promise
do a
that.
solo trip there too.
I think a lot of people don't want me to do a solo trip. Like you know,
I think it'll be fine. But I think another thing that I noticed too was the transportation. I think the most like like uh anxious and like most stressful part of Japan was just the first like day of figuring
first day.
out the transit and everything.
Yeah.
Once we figured it out, it was chill.
You were there any times where like you felt unsafe?
Not really. There was like the only time that was like kind of annoying was like there was so when we were trying the stations were like there was just everywhere. Even in Kyoto, not as much, but in Tokyo, like every time we got off a station, it was just like a rush of people going out,
Yeah.
a rush of people coming in, a rush of
That's
people.
yeah.
So
I've
like
seen those
trying to
videos.
buy the
Yeah.
ticket, we were a little lost at some point, and then when we like figured it out, we were going to buy it, and this guy came up and he was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "I told him where we're going." And he helped us buy it, and then at the end he was like, "I'm in trouble. I need money or something like that." And I had a feeling that he was gonna try to ask for money. So instead of like using 1,000 won or 1,000 yen, I bought out the coins exactly. Like it was like I think it was like maybe 380 won or yen. So I gave like 400 yen, and I was like, "Oh, this is all I have." So I just gave him that. But that was a little sketch. But besides
Um,
that, I didn't really feel like I didn't really have to worry about that at all. I feel like
yeah.
we kind of explored a lot, and it was pretty chill.
How do you feel about the people who try out the Burger Kings and
They had a bunch
McDonald's?
of that. We passed
Like,
it a lot.
were you tempted to like just see like
I
how the
like
difference
walking
is?
past it and seeing what they had. But I think what I told Sour, like after like when we were in Korea, I think I was like, I kind of get why people would want to do that. If you are like if you visited the place already, or like if you're constantly traveling, like I feel like you might get tired of the food and you're like, oh, I just want like a burger. I just want something like
Yeah.
that I'm craving. So I think in that regard, maybe like if I travel enough, like if I'm going like to Japan for like my third time, fourth time, or like I've already been there,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be as in a rush to like try everything, like all
Right.
the
Fair.
local stuff. I
Yeah.
might just be like, oh, I want a burger today. I'm gonna just get a burger. Even then, I feel like I probably wouldn't go for like Burger King. I'd just go for like maybe like a local chain that has
Yeah.
burgers, just
Yeah.
because.
Or like not even burger. But, like I guess people just like do like weird like. I wonder what if they make it any different, like the gains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
wasn't interested in that.
that sounds like it was a really good trip, man.
Yeah, and
Beer of the week. Beer of the
it's time for the
week.
beer of the week.
The segment that we love, that we judge the beers and we talk about some facts about
Sir, yes,
the
sir.
beers
We're
that we
sipping.
drank.
We're sipping on that Kirin Ichiban.
Ichiban. And but yeah, so before we get real quick to the ratings, I just want to mention one little thing about Kirin that I found so interesting. If I can find it. But one thing that's actually funny, so you see when they're saying this is the first press on the label of Kirin, you see it down?
With the premiere?
And yeah,
Oh,
it
the
says
first press at the top.
first press. And the reason why it's called that and why they're saying 100% malt is because they do a really weird process of the fermentation where most brewers apparently blend the first and second press of the wort, which wort was like a I don't know, mash fermented the initial fermentation for the beer before they added I think yeast or malts or the other ingredients. So instead of using the second one, they only use the first one, and they're saying that because of that, they get more refined taste. It's like it's more clear, pure. With the second press, it's more bitter, and that's why it's called Ichiban. Because Ichi is first, and that's why it's like the kind of that's where the name came from. And I felt
First
like
Kirin.
first
Do you think it's like done that intentionally? Because you know how in
Kirin?
Japan isn't your given name second?
Maybe.
Because your family like what it's Uzumaki Naruto, but his name is Naruto, right? So do you think it's like first beer, but it's Kirin Ichiban?
Actually, didn't know. Actually, maybe it is.
Interesting thoughts
Ichiban.
there.
Yeah, Ichiban.
You get what I'm saying though, because like I feel like in Asian cultures,
First
I don't know,
Kirin.
at least in Japanese,
Well,
their first name is second.
yeah.
So maybe that's the same thing with this. That's the name of the beer, so they did that backwards.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Prime
That's kinda
brew.
crazy.
It goes into because like I feel like I actually don't drink Kirin that much because I don't think it's popular in the States as Sapporo.
Yeah, I think Sapporo holds the market in here.
Yeah, and so I'm like I was very surprised by with the taste of it. But I just had it when I went to get some sukumen with soju, and I was so surprised by the taste of it. I'm drinking again.
Sippy sip.
It's just like it has like it's not bitter to me. It's not like very frontal bitterness. Like a sweet bitter, and like they really use a lot of the malt. It's dark, and it's so refreshing. And I'm low key really like it. I might like it more than Sapporo. I'm gonna be honest.
I was thinking that too.
I don't remember why I gave Sapporo.
Yeah, I was trying to look at my notes and see if I remember, but
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 9.
damn, a nine.
nine.
9 what?
9. 9. Fuck. 9.
Bucks out of 10.
9 host from host clubs. I'll put the pictures.
I'm gonna say for me I think I'm gonna say Sapporo +1.
Or
I don't know what that rating was, so I'm just gonna say an 8 because I don't think I rated it too high.
I
So
think it's
whatever's higher, if it's
yeah.
Sapporo +1 or 8, but I'm gonna give for the number rating, I'm gonna give 8 Ichijis out of 10.
Ichijis?
Yeah.
From
One Piece.
One Piece.
Sanji's brother.
Hell yeah. Oh, that might be spoilers.
I mean, it's
Rip.
it is what it is. We'll bleep the last part, but Ichiji from One Piece, yes.
But no, that's all cool. So you really like it though, right?
What?
You really like it?
Oh, the beer?
Yeah, kidding. I was so surprised. It's
I think I
so
like it more than Sapporo, like you said. It's like I think another thing, other observation. I think Sapporo might be just a beer that is. I think it definitely is Japanese or Japan's like lead exporting beer, but I think in Japan I saw Kirin and Asahi. Asahi, I don't know what it is, but
Sahi.
yeah, I saw those two a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
good time.
Good time.
8 and a 9, solid beer.
Solid beer, man.
But yeah,
So segueing from Kirin Japanese, we'll go to across the pond to South Korea and enjoy these Korean beers.
yes,
sir. Found at H Mart in Seattle called Cass. Cass.
fresh, cold brewed.
Yeah. Apparently, this is what Stout recommended. Like, because we're talking about it, and you're like, it was like with three. You suggest 3 Korean beers, right?
Yes.
And the Terra was one of them, but you felt like that one was more, how you say it, commercialized?
Yeah, it's like Sapporo.
Like Sapporo. So
Big export, not as big in the country.
And I was worried because like I tried to look up this beers online. Like, oh my god, I don't know if I can find it or but then I went with soju, bless her soul. And we found it easily in H Mart.
Yeah, H Mart and Wajimaya.
Wajimaya.
Like we have been able to find all of the options.
Yeah.
At least Cass and Kirin. I'm not sure about the other ones that I mentioned were more
Hammock
and
Hammock.
Asahi is pretty.
Asahi is very. I think you'll find it
Hammock might have been more
tougher.
More over there. I don't know how much.
No, dude. If I was in the motherland, this would not be even possible. I mean, yeah, this Korean.
You'd have to deal with like one Sapporo or something.
One
You'd have
Sapporo.
to crack it down for like an hour.
No, and I said probably order it, but so talking to a Korea, heading to Korea,
Yes, sir.
and something you said that's kind of funny. You felt like you were more opinionated Korea than Japan.
Yeah,
Why do you think that is?
I think.
Do you think you're starstruck by
Yeah, I think I was
Japan?
more of a weeb, so I was like super excited for Japan, and I was just kind of taking it all in. And I think since Japan desensitized me a little bit to it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the I guess just off the bat, something that I noticed a lot more though was that
That's you.
that thank you that Korea was a lot less touristy. I feel like if
Mm,
you go to Korea, you go because you like Korea, or you just like you like to travel. Whereas like Japan is like more of like a pop culture type thing. I feel like everyone wants to go to Japan
pop
right now.
culture.
So when we were walking down the streets in Korea, we barely saw any tourists. But in Japan, we saw tourists literally everywhere we went.
Really?
So yeah, so I think that's something that I noticed, and um, not only just that, but like in everything, like in the public transport and the um, just literally walking down the street, there was a lot more English
Yes.
in Japan than there
Mm,
was South Korea. But
right.
yeah, we flew in Monday or Sunday. 20 what was the 24th? We flew in the 24th.
The
That was
24th?
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
No,
yeah.
this is October.
Never mind, I'm lying.
Sunday. I was
You're
right.
okay.
Could have gone with my gut.
We're capping.
Yep. We're capping. I don't know if it picked it up, but that was me throwing my beer cap.
Maybe.
But yeah, the 24th Sunday we left Japan, and we actually I was kind of scared because the last day in Japan we got some Korean fried chicken. 'Cause I was like, we got to start early.
Fried
You
chicken.
start the Korean part of this.
I know.
And
I
then
know. Sarah loves that.
yeah, it was pretty good. But when we woke up, we had a really early flight. We left at like 6 in the morning.
That requires stamina, man.
Yeah.
You have to like do
So
all
we woke
that
up at
shit.
3, and when we woke up, we were both sick from the food.
Oh,
We weren't feeling good. We felt super bad, and we both ended up throwing up. So at that point,
double throw up.
yeah, we both threw up. Well, she threw up, and then I was like, I think I have to throw up too, and then I went and then threw up super quick.
Oof.
But when at that point I was like, dude, we have to travel. We have to like not only it's like a 2-hour flight. It's not much, but like it's a flight. Then we have to go on the train. It was like an hour trip to Seoul from the airport. So we were like, dude, I was like, don't tell me we have food poisoning. I'm not trying to travel with food poisoning.
I know, right?
Ended up working out. It was super good, but yeah, that was just a little side story of that. But we got to Seoul. We took 2 trains. I gotta say, something that I definitely noticed a lot more was that the public transportation here is garbage.
Really?
The
Oh
trains,
my god,
the
brother.
buses, everything was so much better in Japan and South Korea. They have a train specifically to go from like all of the major stations to the airport that only goes to the airport. They have trains that go to like all over the city. Like it's just
Japan,
so much better in both.
Both. Oh wait. You say transportation was garbage in here?
Yes, here.
Oh,
in America.
Okay, sorry.
No, South Korea was great too.
Okay, I thought you were like saying South Korea was garbage.
No. Yeah, it was great. Both were great. But yeah, just observations that I noticed.
No, that's good.
It compares weirdly to here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good comparison, man.
Not only that, I feel like another thing that I noticed was like I felt like two major things that I noticed was over there, it wasn't as rushed. Like when you go to dinner, they would eat, chill.
Japan.
They smoked a lot in both places, so that sometimes they eat, go
said,
for a smoke break, come back to eat more. So it's just like I feel like in the States, it's everyone's super rushed. They're focused on like getting as much tables as they can, as much tip, as much like money.
Yeah,
and over there it's not as rushed. And the other thing I will tell you later when I remember. But
all right, so did you get food poisoning once you got to Korea, or like from a Korean chicken place?
that was in Japan. We woke up in the morning. I think we just didn't sleep much. It was
you guys were drinking, eating, and probably it catch up to you. So once you got to Korea, what else? What you guys did after like airport? Like,
so we stayed in Myeongdong.
Yeongdong.
That's in Seoul. It's the party area in Seoul, I think. Yeah, so we went there. We got there around noon. Went through customs, everything.
Okay.
And then we took an hour train. We took 2 trains. Took about an hour to get there. Walked there. Excuse me. And when we got there, we went up to the Airbnb, and then we went to a market. So in Korea, I felt like there was a lot more markets, and there were bigger markets.
Like markets of what?
Like a food market.
Like just groceries?
No, like a food market. Like street vendors.
Street vendors. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I mean, what was your favorite food over there?
My favorite food
Of Korea, yeah.
Korea, I think the Korean barbecue was
Korean barbecue?
like god tier. Like it was just
and
top
then you guys
tier.
are so into bulgogi and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Was bulgogi really that much different from the bulgogi?
I think it was everything. Everything was so. I think the meats were just higher quality for cheaper.
Yeah.
And we use charcoal grills. Usually here we use the electric grills or like just that and that. Like you know how like when you have like barbecue and when you do a parrilla or something, that taste that it gives the meat, it's just a lot better. And I feel like that's kind of what happened.
I don't know how to almost describe it. Like, yeah, that smoke adds a nuance to the taste.
Adds like a depth to the flavor.
I
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
just
what
salty or whatever flavor that the seasoning was. It warps it in a way that it dances on your tongue. Like I feel like that's why like barbecue, like also like Texas barbecue also is like they use a lot of smoke too. Like the more smoke you do is like so good. But yeah, so you guys use charcoal. That's crazy. Do they help you with that? The charcoal, like
I don't know if it's because we're foreigners, but they would like flip it up for us, cut it, and we went a couple of times. The second time, but yeah, the first day we went to the market. It was the Gwanjang market. I think it's the biggest market in South Korea. Wow. It was huge.
Yeah.
And another difference that I noticed was, I don't know if it's because they don't get us tourists as much, but I felt like they were kind of mean there. We went there and we got a fish cake skewer.
Yeah,
that was pretty fire. They were nice there, but then when we went to like the main area where like all the street vendors were, we were like, oh, can we get this, or we're like, oh, can we get like a pork pancake? They have like like the kimchi pancakes they have. They have one pork, and they were like, oh, we don't have that right now, and then they just like walked away, and I was like, oh,
they walked away.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess.
That's it.
Went to another place.
They're like, oh,
yeah, it just seemed
like
about
you try like a beef cake or something? I don't know, right?
They were in a rush, but then we went to another place and we got tteokbokki. Do you know what tteokbokki is?
No.
That's the rice cakes and the red sauce. It's like a spicy red sauce with fish cakes in it.
I wonder if you guys, show me that.
I don't know if you've tried it, but they had
tteokbokki. I really don't eat Korean food that much. I feel like I eat it with you guys.
We had gimbap, which is the Korean sushi. A crude way of explaining it.
That's a weird way of saying that, right? It's like Korean sushi. The sushi is like a Japanese name, right?
Yeah, sushi is Japanese.
But it's like what do they call it? Like what's sushi really?
Oh, like gimbap.
Gimbap, I guess so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we got that, and then we got another. I think we ended up getting a pork pancake somewhere.
Pork pancake, yeah.
We did that.
They say yes to you.
A rice. I've noticed another thing I noticed over there is they use rice flour a lot more.
Rice flour.
So we got a donut that was made out of rice flour.
Ooh,
it was pretty good.
Was it good?
And then after that, we got a Korean corn dog in Korea.
I think you guys ate a lot here.
In Korea, we ate a lot more and we drank a lot more. In Japan, we traveled and like
you sightsee a lot more.
Yeah, I think in Korea we only saw like maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
Whereas like Japan, every day we were doing some sightseeing.
I mean, I think that's cool. I think because I feel like low-key, you guys are really into Korean food. But yeah, it's like, and that was doing the first day.
Yeah, the first day, and then after that was, I think I mentioned the corn dog. We went to the apartment, and we ate the corn dog, and we were like, the first day was a little overwhelming, and it was kind of like weird. Yeah, but it was in a different way. Japan was overwhelming just because there were so many people. It was like we didn't know the language. Like, it was weird, but Korea was just different. It was kind of overwhelming in the sense where like, this is kind of weird. Like it's kind of whack compared to Japan. And I don't know if it was just like the tiredness, because like I said, we woke up at 3 a.m. We were traveling. We were kind of sick from the morning. So I think it might have been that, because from the second day on, like it was just literally the market. When we were at the market, it was like the vibes were a little weird.
Yeah.
But then like and later in the night, it was fine. And from that point on, it was like a blast.
Like, why do you think what do you think that though? Like
I think it was the market. I think the market was a little weird. I think they like kind of scammed us. Not for much.
Maybe you get the worker people during the day, and like when you get to like the night,
I think it was
more the.
They were just like, they didn't want to deal with tourists.
They don't want to deal with tourists, or like they don't deal with. I'm not gonna say crazy people, like people like party people, and I'm not saying you guys were party people. It's just like, hey, because when at night you get all sorts of people compared to during the day. I think you get more random people during the night. Yeah, maybe they're used to that.
I don't
That's
know.
what I'm thinking. Maybe.
Yeah. So then after the corn dog, we went to a chicken place that was right next to our apartment,
Yeah.
and we got beer, and we got cheese balls, which is apparently a very Korean thing.
Cheese
I didn't know it
balls.
was. Yeah, I'll show you a picture. Those are the cheese balls.
It looks like well, no, it doesn't.
Oh, dude, the takoyaki in Japan was god tier. Let me tell you. Anyways, so we went there, and then we went to they had a like their own beer that they brewed called Hand and Malt, which is brewed in Korea.
And
I got a stout from there, and then we ended up getting, Korean fried chicken, and we got a big bottle of. I don't know if I showed you this. It was like almost a 1.75 of beer, and guess how much it was?
$5.
It was like 1,600 won, like 2,600 won, which was like $3.
Wow.
$3 for almost a 1.75 of beer, and the soju was like $3. We got a soju bottle on that, and we just had beer and soju, and we watched Coffee Prince because we had to live. Oh, sours.
Another one.
Yeah, for real, dude. Sours. Asian Dream. Then the next day we woke up and we went to 7-Eleven, and low key, I think I like 7-Eleven and the convenience stores more in Korea than in Japan.
Really? Why?
Maybe it's because we only went to 7-Eleven in Japan, but I felt like the onigiris were a lot better. In Japan, they had like tuna, they had shrimp mayo, like basic stuff. But in Korea, they had all of that, and they had like a tuna kimchi fried rice one. Well, they had like
I feel like it's, I don't know, because that sounds like something that like they added their stuff, their specific stuff, while also doing, I don't know, Japan. Maybe Japan's like the generic, while Korea is like, they have their own stuff. Maybe.
Yeah. But they had that, and I don't know if you've seen on TikTok. They have the like cups of ice, and they have juices and coffees and stuff. And you get a cup of ice, and you put the drink in it, and you get to drink it.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait.
Like, literally, it's just like that cup of ice, and they had a pouch of juice, and you put it in there, and then you just drink it.
Oh, you just get a pouch of juice.
Yeah,
you just like squirt
and you put it in the ice.
Oh,
and then you take it to go like that. They had
interesting.
various juices and coffee. The cup, they were both amazing.
Something I wanted to try in Japan or like any other places is like the Fantas, the different.
I didn't try that, and I kind of wanted to.
Dude, there's so many melon Fanta, pineapple Fanta.
Yeah.
Maybe it's grapefruit Fanta. I don't know, but yeah. So that was the second day. So what else happened there?
So the second day we had planned to go to all of the temples because in Japan, the temples were pretty separate and they were pretty cheap to get in. But in Korea, I guess they have like something called the Royal Palace Pass or something like that, and it was like 10,000 won, which isn't that expensive, but it included like 4 or 5 palaces and a shrine. So we did that, and we were planning on doing that, but almost all of the temples except for one were closed on Monday.
Damn, you still have to pay for
the one
that?
that wasn't open the one that was open was closed on Tuesday. So we still ended up just going Tuesday. We just shifted it instead of doing on Monday.
Just shifted. Okay, at least you got to see them.
Yeah, we did one on Tuesday and then the rest on one on Monday and the rest on Tuesday. So we went there, and then after that we went to just exploring. Really went to like a lot of the markets.
So what about the nightlife? How was the nightlife about like over there?
We didn't really do too much.
Like we
the
just
first 2 days we kind of just were tired from the traveling and just walking around. So we would wake up super early, like at 6, 7 in the morning, and we'd be out all day. And then like maybe like at 7 or 8, we'd like go to like the bars around where we were at and just get like food and a drink, and then just go back to the hotel and just kind of chill before we went to sleep.
Yeah.
But something I definitely did notice was you mentioned in Japan, like the salarymen. I felt like a lot of the culture over there is like you get off of work, you go drink with your friends. Because when we were eating, we'd see like a bunch of people come in like a suit or like a dress shirt, and just come in with like 4 people, and they just sit, drink, and just have a good time.
Band probably even from their work, but it's a good time. I feel like I just find it so funny like that. People, I don't know. I said relate Asian people with like low constitutions, but man, these people are like, dude, they drink. They
They go hard.
they go hard. And, like they go as much as they can, and just appreciate the culture of that. Like just like that. You know what? Every once in a while, anybody could use it. I feel
Yeah.
like because it's like it's a nice way to relax in some ways.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like, so what else happened?
Yeah, so the second day we went to the first palace, and then we went to a place called Bukchong Hanok Village, which is like a little touristy area. They had little stores and stuff. And then from there, I think we went to the Seoul Tower. I don't know if this was the second or the third day, because it's a little
It blurs
messed up.
together a little bit, right?
Yeah, and then in my pictures it says one thing, but I don't know if it's. I think this is because it was a day ahead over there.
Yeah.
So technically here it was a day behind. I'm not really sure, but we went there. We went to a bakery, and it was fun. We had a lot of street food. And then we went to the Seoul Tower, and we got like that day we got like almost 30K steps. I almost got 30K steps, and the tower got like 30K steps like every day, pretty much.
I mean, yeah. The way I see that the steps is because doing twice as much.
Yeah, she's a little short, bro. Her little legs can't keep up with me.
That's me, man. That's me.
Yeah.
No,
But we went to the first. So we had planned to go to multiple things, but
yeah.
the palaces were closed on Monday. We went to a place called Insadong, I think it was called. And that was a little like street where they had a bunch of vendors, and they had this one place called the Spiral Stairs or Spiral something. It was just a bunch of vendors. And it was like a little like spiral, and they had like a bunch of vendors, and that's where we got one of our paintings, and
yeah, you got a lot of paintings.
just chilling. And then we ended up getting more Korean fried chicken.
Fried chicken,
And we watched more Coffee Prince.
It's just a goat, man. I
Dude,
guess.
it's so good. And then the third day, that's when we went to the North Seoul Tower.
Yeah.
And we went to all of the rest of the other temples.
Mm,
So I was there. We almost walked like 30K steps.
nice.
And when we got to the top, we did the little lock. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah, so and you can kind of see. There's
That
at the
thing,
top
okay.
there's like a bunch of fences, and people put locks there. So
Similar
we put a
to
lock.
like the Paris bridge, they do
Yeah.
that. Which
So we
apparently
did-
they took it down. I feel like, or I think
Yeah,
I
they had
heard
to take it down. I
Yes,
don't know
it-
about
it-
here, but
it way too much.
yeah, but here I guess since it's not a bridge,
It's a
not
building,
too much of
right?
a problem. Yeah, it's just like fencing around like the railing of like the top.
Ability, and yeah, the thing,
And a fence, it makes sense that it would weigh it down more.
yeah,
Or not a fence.
bridge because there's nothing under, and that makes sense. I think Perry just needs to get their shit together. But anyway,
But yeah, so
there-
on our little lock, we put for the rest of our lives together. And we're gonna have to bleep like half of that. I was reading. It wasn't my fault, but it was Stout and Sour's honeymoon, and then the date.
brother, you look straight to my eyes, and like this could get bleeped.
Yeah, I read it and I was like, damn. But yeah, so we did that. It was a super long walk, and then when we got to the top, there was a bunch of restaurants. They had a fucking 7-Eleven up there.
Up there, really?
That blew my mind. But
Wait, it's so tired. How tall is that?
it's pretty high. We didn't go to the top, but
Is that like, I don't know, the World Trade Center, like,
no, I don't think
or
it's that
like
big.
Empire State Building kind of thing, or
I think it's something. It's like kind of like Tokyo Tower, maybe, but it's like on the top of a hill, so it's pretty high up.
Oh, I see.
But we walked like almost a mile of stairs, like probably like half a mile to a quarter
To get to the
three-quarters of a mile
top?
to get to the top.
There's no elevator.
There was one, but we didn't go that way. So we walked
Fucked
like
up,
2
fucked
miles.
up.
I'm dropping the cap. I'm capping.
You're
But
capping.
we
Yeah,
walked,
you should fucking went on the elevator.
That's how we went down because we were like,
Okay.
"Fuck that, we're not doing that again."
Okay, you decided to go the easier way to go. The easier way use the elevator, and the harder way to go
Mhm.
use the stairway. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just so funny to me.
we were thrown there.
I'm kind of throwing. But yeah, so the ones you got back down. What else do you do?
We went to another market, and this one was like a night market. I don't remember what it's called, but we got skewers. We got the sausage and tteokbokki, or
Tteokbokki.
the sausage and.
I feel like I'm gonna put all these
Rice.
pictures.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want.
I think
Take
I'm gonna need to.
pictures. So we did that, and then we just kind of walked around, and I had a lot of steps. and then we ended up getting food. We just ate a bunch of snacks and
Yeah.
went back. And then the next day, we went to a bakery. And they got this like weird sandwich that looks like a hot dog, and Sour got a bagel. And then we went to more temples, and we
You dry up.
sorry, I had to lubricate the throat. Yeah, I just went to temples. I think this might be the day before. I don't know. It's kind of a blur.
Like, so what I want to know is the bars, man. Like, every place you went to just had soju.
Yeah, it was like 3,000 won for a bottle of soju. It's like super. It's like $5.
Yeah.
You can find that here. Here it's like
That's
$20
crazy.
for a bottle of damn soju.
You think you got tired of soju?
Nope.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Nice.
So we went to a lot of bars, and then one day we went to Nami Island, Petit France, and Garden of Morning Calm.
Yeah.
It was a tour that we did. So that day we were kind of busy the whole day. And we were on Nami Island. We went on a zip line to the island. I think it was a kilometer, and it was pretty fast. It was pretty good.
Get scared?
I was more anxious going up and waiting than on the thing. Once I got on the zip line, I was like, woo! But once I was like waiting for it, I was super anxious.
I don't know. It was like there's a fear of the tower falling or you falling.
I think I was just like, I just want to get it over with.
Yeah, get it over with. It's similar to your wedding.
Yeah, I don't like waiting. The thing that stresses me out the most is the waiting, I think.
I think waiting is definitely you let your mind just think about the worst thing that can happen. That really stresses you out. I feel like, at least for me. But like once everything goes down, it's like okay. That's the same thing with my speech. And when I had to do a speech, like for your wedding, it's like I was not say dreading, but I was so nervous about it. But once it came through, it came out okay, and then in and out. After the tower though, or after like the zip line.
Yeah, this is kind of messed around.
Yeah.
But we went around a lot, and before we went to the zip line and that island thing, the night before when we went to the tower, we went to Korean barbecue, and this one was good, but this one was like a bougie one. Like it wasn't a vibe that we were looking for, but it was like super good. They had
What are you saying by that for yourself? They're not bougie.
I honestly did not feel. I felt like I felt imposter syndrome at these places because I was like, I don't feel like I fit in here. I felt so bougie. I was like, this is not what I'm.
Do you feel like you needed to? I don't know, wear a suit or like button up?
It wasn't
pants?
like that. I just felt weird doing that stuff because I had never done it before.
Yeah, so
we went to the Korean barbecue, and it wasn't like super bougie. It was just like more of a nicer place, and it was we got I think beef spare ribs or something. We got pork belly, and we got bulgogi.
bulgy.
And then we went to the island, and we had some food there. And then I think in the night, I think we had more Korean barbecue because we were fiending for it.
And then every time you eat, you drink.
That the second place that we went to was a lot better. 'Cause
Was
that
it
one
at-
was like an outdoors area, and there was a bunch of people, and we got a bunch of beer and a bunch of.
What were some more inspirations that you took of the people, like or the people around you? Like
observations?
yeah, like they're like
I noticed a lot of people drinking.
more
And they were all super skinny, and they're like slamming bottles of soju.
I mean,
beer.
soju, yeah.
Have like a bunch of beer bottles and soju bottles like at the end of the table, and they just are chilling.
Do you think they were like, I don't know? Were they loud?
No, I mean they were like a little loud, but it wasn't like obnoxious loud. It was like we're having a good time.
We're having a good time. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Thursday, we went to Hongdae. Or no, Thursday I think we went to the fish market. We went to a fish market.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest fish market in Korea, South Korea. And we got a king crab, and the market you buy the like whatever you're gonna get, and then you go upstairs to the second floor and they cook it for you.
Really?
So we did that.
That's
You will never be able to do that because you will swell up. But
well, you don't have to.
you can get fish. They had fish.
Yeah, like you don't have to fucking order a crab.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I
Dude,
ordered crab.
Okay, you know what? That reminds me of a really funny story that happened here. So it was during the weekend that. Can I say this?
I don't know what you were saying.
That you guys kicked me out because you had to.
We didn't kick you out.
You So I probably should save it, man. I'll say you guys will hear it again next week. Soju freaking. It's such a joke where like Soju forgets that I'm allergic to shellfish, and when I come there, she's like, "Oh yeah, I made some tacos, handmade. I made some handmade like sauce, and it looks and everything sounds so amazing." And she's like, yeah, I got some shrimp. I cooked this like, and because I asked her like, so what's it mean? I was like, I got some shrimp, like, and then I saw like, shrimp. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I bought it from here. Like, I brought it from here. Like it's so good. And like, but shellfish, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Told you I can't eat fucking meat. And she goes like, oh. And then she keeps forgetting like I can't eat shellfish.
That's a debuff. You were too powerful. They needed to debuff you.
I know, dude. Dude, can you imagine like what I could capable of? I could eat shellfish, like shrimp and crab. I could eat any paella. But anyway, no, you just reminded me of that. Like, but yeah, so you guys cooked it. What does crab taste like?
It was huge. It's a monster.
Yo, that's big.
It was kind of expensive.
That's big.
But compared to like what you pay here for less, it was super cheap. It was really good. Crab is very it's like it's not fatty at all. There's not much fat in it. It's like very low calorie, high protein, just because it's like a lot of muscle. But it's not like that doesn't mean that it's not tender. Like it was pretty good. We ate it, so it was a little different because usually here they eat when you eat crab or lobster and stuff, you put a bunch of like butter, you put a bunch of like you make it very unhealthy pretty much. But over there when we ate it with like soy sauce and a gochujang sauce. So it was very light, very good. But it filled us up. We were dead. But then after that, we went to Hongdae, which was another like market street. Apparently this was like so Myeongdong is another party place, but Hongdae was like where the partying happens. I think it's close to a college, so it's like college parties.
Yeah, I like that. I read a lot of manhwas. Those college people, they be wilding. I don't know if it's fiction or not, but like I feel like they'd be wilding.
I can't open it. I thought it was a twist off. But so we went there. We went there and we bought some more stuff. Sour got that was bad. Two pairs of shoes. Sorry, I was taking a sip. Two pairs of shoes. She got some clothes. Look at this scrub. Look at it. Look. Hard body. You see? It stops at the top because I'm hard body.
To be fair, because you have to drink more.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so she got pairs of shoes. She got some clothes. And then we got some beer and soju. And we got a cheese. So I kind of got finessed by this. So we went to this chicken place.
Yeah.
But Sour wasn't really too hungry, so I was like, I'll just get like some cheese sticks. It's a large cheese sticks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're gonna give us like some cheese sticks. Look what they fucking gave us. They gave us one really fucking long cheese stick.
Yeah, that's like foot long.
It was a long cheese stick, but they did that.
But was it good though?
Yeah, it was good.
Hey, yeah, it was.
After that, we did a photo lounge. They had a lot of like places where you can take pictures of yourself with like different props and stuff.
Oh, props.
We got like a little. Oh, it's right there. You can see it over there. It gives you like the Polaroid like little 4x4 picture.
The one with you in the red shirt?
Yep. So we did that, and we took it was like a normal picture, one with me with the carrot as a carrot, one with me with the Bad Bunny glasses, and then one with me with two glasses, which is a throwback to Hackable, but it was good. Good times. And then after that, we went to another bar, which is the bar that they had Coronas in. They had a Corona bucket special.
Oh, I remember.
And I was like, bro, you got to go there.
You sent it to me, and
yeah.
I didn't reply.
They had a lot of street vendors, or street performers, sorry. And then we walked around. We went to a sex store in Korea.
Because you had to.
I was like, I didn't go in Japan. I was too much of a pussy. So I went in there, and they had a lot of, I mean, it's just like a normal sex store. I think in Japan it probably would have been more wild. But
I think everyone has their. You be what? There's a YouTuber called Sin Snaps that she reviews
I know
Japanese
her.
sex toys,
I know her.
and those are wild.
I've heard of her.
There's one, put like I don't know, flashlight of the round table or something like that, or like it's literally five. It's a mound with 5 holes,
Oh God, that's wild.
or like I don't know your buddies. I guess
That's wild.
that's wild. So yeah, so what do you saw in this sex store though?
It was
Like
just
was it
like
that
there was
different from-
normal stuff, and then there was like a little corner with like the little like the flashlights, and they had like pictures of like the model on the flashlight.
Yeah.
And they had some that were like Western people, but they still kind of had like anime eyes, which was weird. It looked like they kind of edited the eyes.
Edited the eyes to be bigger, like
Yeah.
ah,
It was
that's
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
It's such Alita.
Yeah.
Alita the Battle Angel. That movie.
Damn. Then we went out, and the last night we went to get Korean barbecue. Had a lot of Korean barbecue. This is basically Korea was just a bunch of drinking and eating, and we went to a couple of like sightseeing stuff, but it was like night markets, a bunch of food, a bunch
Hikers,
of
yeah.
eating, a bunch of walking, pretty much. It was a good time. And then
Awesome.
we flew back, and I have been severely jet lagged since I've gotten back.
That's the end.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No. So like, what do you think was your favorite experience overall?
What do you mean by that? Like food or just like everything overall?
Fine. Okay. First, food.
My favorite food that I had, I think, was the Wagyu.
Wagyu. in
Wagyu
Japan?
with a close second as the Korean barbecue. The second one that we did, that was
Second
like
one.
the better vibes.
Oh yeah.
Best
Best-
experience, was
No, the best drink.
best drink, I think, was in one of the izakayas that we got. We had a peach lemon sour.
Peach lemon sour.
It was
Oh,
very good.
yeah.
It was very peachy. Like honestly, most
Like-
of the drinks that we have here that are peach, like if you have a peach white claw,
Right.
that's
you're right.
that's what I
you're right.
think when I have it. But the peach lemon sour was super peachy.
Yeah.
You had the like tartness of the lemon, and then it was like some carbonation. Like the alcohol just tasted like carbonation. It didn't taste
Yeah.
like anything. That was my favorite drink.
Wow.
And
No beer.
the beer was okay. It was fine. It's
Okay,
just beer.
okay, about the beer in its own category. What was the best beer?
I think I like the beer more in Japan.
Oh,
Because in Korea, I mixed it a lot with soju. So I don't know if like that messed with the flavor too much. But
do you not like soju?
it was good, but it's just they,
Is it
they don't
different?
drink
Is
they don't drink flavored soju there much. So it was just like
That's like,
it makes the beer more strong.
yeah,
Not in a good way.
I feel that. Okay, okay. What
Sure, if I
about
drink more, it'd be-
what about best experience with a negative?
Well, that has to be the izakaya.
The Kaya?
Yeah, the izakaya where we went to. There is the two people. The guy
Oh,
who
the Canadian guy.
yeah, the guy who ran the store, and the guy. There's another Japanese guy, and they were talking to both of us. There's
Yeah.
another one. There's another one we went to, and that was pretty good.
Okay,
But it was really dope.
that's awesome. Okay, we'll come back to some more questions that I have. But first, I want to like Cass, yes. Right? Beer of the week. Let's get to some beer of the week. Second part, while we gonna review. Hell yeah. We're gonna review some Cass Korean beer.
CASS.
CSSS.
Fresh and cold brewed, baby.
Fresh and cold brew. Yeah, like this is an interesting beer to be honest. It offered like a very weird bitterness. I feel like.
I feel like it tastes dark. I feel like a darker beer, but it's not a darker beer.
It felt dark, but more bitter than sweet. Dark beer. That's what I feel like.
I get that.
I've been reading up on Cass, and it's kind of crazy amount of ownership this has gone through. Apparently, Cass, originally brewed by Cass Brewery, and beer really started being a thing in the early 20th century for Korea.
Really?
Yeah, beer. Yeah, like it's like it was tied to how I think they were colonized. No, not colonized, but I think they were took over by Japan. I think.
Yeah, we learned a lot about that in the tours.
Right?
There was in like 15 something in the 1500s, Japan invaded Korea.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy.
They were there for a bit.
They're there for a bit. I think it went until 1944 was when they were able to liberate themselves.
Well, I think they saw like there was a Korean dynasty. There was various Korean dynasties. So I don't know if Japan was like owning them, not owning them, but like
maybe being tied to them.
Yeah, I don't think they were that in charge that long. But yeah, they have a history.
Okay, so as a brewery, it was first like kind of like it was first a cask brewery. Then they were taken over by Jinro Coors, which was like one of the country's leading brewers. But then by 1994, apparently the cask beer was falling behind the Hite, which was like as Korea's top selling lager. Hite, I think, was from the Oriental Brewery. Oriental Brewery was formerly known as the Kirin Brewery. Kirin. Isn't that crazy? Kirin. And then Oriental Brewery bought Cass brand from them, and then all the way into 2011, it became South Korea's number one selling brand. Overtaking Hite. It became his rival through all this moving, but it still stayed the same. And two other facts about Cass was apparently it was endorsed by Gordon Ramsay.
Really?
Yeah, who described it as not pretentious, easy, and fresh. Citing his preferred beverage with Korean dishes. And apparently he did that, I don't know, 15 years ago. Like, ever since, drinking it 15 years ago, he's like, that's what
Let me ask you. Have you ever tried a beer and said, this is a pretentious beer?
I think it's like a main IPA.
I don't know. I don't get that. I get he said refreshing, right?
Cool, refreshing, easy.
Refreshing, easy. I can get that. But it's pretentious is
not
a
pretentious.
Very, bold thing to call a beverage.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you call I feel like some whiskeys are pretty pretentious.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a different.
Like when you're talking about liquor and stuff like that, instead of beer. I don't know, beer maybe. Pretentious beer. What would be a good pretentious? Maybe okay, but yeah, he would call that. Apparently, though, his beers found his preference for the beer to be in poor taste, important quality.
Really?
Because people don't. I don't know. They didn't believe in Cass, I guess, as much as Gordon Ramsay did. Maybe people thought it was bought out. Maybe I don't know. That's what it's saying. Something else that apparently is very popular. So this is Nora. Do you know Nore Bangs? Nore Bangs? It's in singing rooms, Korea. Right, I guess in the karaoke place. But
I forgot to mention as well for Korea, we did karaoke in there too.
That was easier?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It was a book, and they had an English section. And you just punched in the number and did it.
Yeah, and you said Korea is less touristy.
Yeah, that was ready, but yeah.
Maybe it's more Korean. Speaks more English. Maybe.
So would you say what are the rooms called? The
Norai Bang? Nora Bang? NORAEBANG. Nora Bang. I don't know. Anyway, the establishment have been known to try to pass off because there's a lot of non-alcoholic lookalikes of Cass. That like their brand names are cars.
So non-alcoholic, you said?
Alcoholic.
I did feel like I saw a lot of non-alcoholic beers there.
Like cars.
Not necessarily this, but I did see when I was trying to buy stuff, I had to look and be like, does it say zero alcohol or is it just zero something, zero carbs?
Because apparently there's a Korean law that prohibits singing rooms to sell alcoholic drinks.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why there's so many lookalikes, and I don't know. I don't know who they're trying to fool. I mean, I guess they're going along the laws. I guess they're just trying to fool the people. Like, oh yeah, you're getting some beer, but it's not really alcoholic. But
I don't understand the appeal of non-alcoholic beer. I think the only use case that makes sense to me is if someone really likes beer and they're pregnant.
Yeah.
That's the only time that I've understood.
I don't think you like the beer taste.
Not enough to drink it if it's non-alcoholic. That's like if you. That's like
Traumatic.
saying like, oh, I'm gonna drink a Coke, but instead of like,
Coke Zero.
yeah, but that's not the same. If
That's
it was
true.
like, I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like comparing a non-alcoholic
It's like-
beer
it's
to like
part of the
a beer
experience.
is like I guess the best comparison I can think of right now is like maybe like us like Perrier water or something
Yeah.
to like a Coke,
Yeah.
saying that that's the same.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's part of the experience. You know, the little tips that you get from a beer. You know, like the lighter feeling that you get. I think I can get that.
No, you.
So okay, what do you think you would rate Cass?
So I definitely liked Kirin more.
Yeah.
I think that
Remember, you said Sapporo +1, so you have to like
Yeah.
add to that add to that formula.
I'm gonna say I think I rated Sapporo like a 7 or an 8. So I'm gonna say Kirin's sitting at probably like an 8 or 9. I think this one I'm gonna give it a 6.9
6.9.
because it's not
6.9.
it's not my favorite, but it's very solid. Here, let me take a sip. Let me reevaluate.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, it tastes dark, but not in the ways that I like a dark beer.
No, I think
It's a little weird,
yeah, it feels a very like fake dark.
but it's not a bad beer.
No, it's not bad beer. It's
So yeah, I
like,
think it's 6.9.
so
So
you prefer this over the IPAs you've tasted.
honestly, I've been kind of fucking with IPA way too much lately. I don't know why.
Fucking with them, I mean, like you were forced to drink it, or you
No,
like
like I like them.
Oh,
So I'm gonna give it a 6.9. Yong Ming Sun.
was the
He's a South Korean soccer player.
Hey.
Sun Yong Ming.
Let's
I
see
don't
if
know how
there's
to
any
pronounce his name.
PNGs for that.
But yeah. Oh, dude, I drank a beer and he was on the bottle.
Hey,
He's like the Asian soccer player of the year or something, and he was on the beer bottle.
Damn, I wonder if there's like a Cristiano Ronaldo beer.
Maybe, probably in Portugal.
You remember the name of the beer?
I do not.
Yeah, okay.
Let me see if I took a picture. But what about you? What you thinking on the rating?
For me, the thing is that it's a weird bitterness, but it's like it's not bitter, but it has some weird hops to it, or not hops, but like floral. I feel like it's floral bitter. I don't equate this to sweet. I don't equate this to like I don't know, like beery. I feel like it's very like a weird bitterness to it. So I'm gonna go for a 5.
Damn.
Yeah, 5. You know, I'm gonna do 5 BTS
Damn.
out of 10 because I'm sure that's not many BTS people are there, right? There's like 10
No.
people, right?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know about K-pop groups. So
Yeah.
I remember the beer. It's
What was
called Tiger Beer. It's a Singapore beer.
Singapore people had a Korean football player.
Well, because it was the Asian football player of the year.
Did you just assume his
do you mean?
nationality? Because you used him to rate a Korean beer.
Well, he's a South Korean soccer player.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I know that he is. I'm just saying the beer bottle.
It's just so weird though. Singapore to like put a Korean player in there.
I mean, it's the Asian.
Yeah, but like the beers for Singapore is like
Tiger Beer's champions, Korean soccer player
it's
star
like-
Song Heung-min.
it's like Bud Light putting I don't know Messi, no, not Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo in their beer because I don't know.
Easy clap. Get wrecked.
We'll see. Well, that was so we got the ratings. That was it. Thank you so much for watching the Stout and Lager podcast. The welcome back episode where we talked about
What episode is it?
Or 15.
Hey, he knew. Good job.
15.
I'm proud of you.
episode 15.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for watching. Like, I really enjoy, like, a really interesting format where, like, you know what? I don't know. It takes me back. It takes me forward to maybe what could the future be. So I'm excited for like the couple episodes that we're gonna give you. So stay tuned for that, and let us know what's your favorite thing about maybe Japanese culture or Korean culture. Do you know? Maybe
The BTS, you into the
Korean
K-pop groups, you
dramas,
into Korean dramas, you into anime,
anime. Yeah,
Blue Lock. It's on
Blue
the
like,
list. It's on the list,
and that's on the list.
dude. Side note: Did you know that their World Cup kit was the Blue Lock kit?
Of course they would.
It was so fucking. It was so cool.
Because Blue Lock's
But
the
yeah.
whole thing is about winning the World Cup.
It was pretty cool.
Which I didn't do.
Yeah, they did not win it, but
No.
it was cool to see their Blue Lock kits.
Yeah,
Let us know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Like,
Yeah.
comment, subscribe.
And watch out. We're gonna be doing a lot more episodes like this in the coming future. So let us know. All right, Style and Lager, signing off.